Okay, we're on Heather Spinoza's roof, and she's got a huge chimney here. Unfortunately, she has some leaks on the other side and over here on this side. Now, coming up here inspecting this roof, you can see it's a copper counter flash. They got a cricket in the back. They've brought the triangle out. They've got a pan that's exposed on the front. All in all, you know, just looking at this, you know, from my perspective, when I first look at it, this is one of the best chimney jobs that I've saw in this area. You really don't get quality like this around this area. But upon further inspection, just really looking at things, the first thing that pops out to me is they've used concrete or some kind of mortar to seal the reglets. All right. Now, one problem with using concrete on stuff like this is the concrete won't seal to the copper. If you can see this, the concrete is separating from the copper. The copper, it doesn't have a proper seal. Another thing that, you know, startles me and just kind of baffles me about this is they've taken all the time to do this chimney in such a good way. I mean, if you look, they've got the seams folded, they've got them soldered, but they've used a regular, I think it's an aluminum flashing on copper, a copper counter. Now, copper should never touch any other metal such as this. What it does is, if there's any moisture, it'll create a small current and it'll erode. Now, when I keep looking, I just fold this ear up and we can see a little bit of moisture right here. Now, that looks like it could be coming from up above the roof. Another bad issue around the area is what I call crotch nails. That's a nail that's too close to the pick lines or the water lines. Let me see, I had a couple picked out. I should have. But we've got a few of those, and I'm not saying it's this contractor's fault, whoever did the flashing. I found quite a few up here. Let me see, I'm not finding them now. I should have marked them. We also have a few damaged shingles. Looks like somebody did a low nail there, low nail there, low nail there. But if we look at the, you know, the counter flashing, it's good. Another thing that kind of is a little bit of a red flag is on the other side, where they nailed the copper in, they actually used a galvanized roof nail. And, you know, that's not a good idea. Now, looking at the top of this chimney, they've sealed it with something. I'm not sure what it is. Well, if we look, we can see a few little cracks and holes for water to get in. It looks like this needs to be sealed somehow. Not sure how they would want to go about sealing this, but I would definitely seal it in some way. But I'm going to say the moisture issue is probably coming from you know, maybe the top of the chimney where it's not sealed, and also maybe where the where this copper just isn't sticking to the mortar. I wouldn't have used mortar for that, but anyway,